15 mechanic-approved secrets to make your car's AC blow ice cold. Is your car's air conditioning struggling to keep up with the brutal summer heat? Do you find yourself sweating behind the wheel, wondering why your vents are blowing lukewarm air instead of the Arctic blast your car had when it rolled off the dealership lot? As a driver, I have experienced the physical sensation of a blistering 40 degrees Celsius afternoon. And as a mechanic, I do understand the precise thermal dynamics and mechanical engineering of your vehicle's HVAC system, so stay with me. Today, I am going to walk you through 15 data-backed, highly effective strategies to optimize your vehicle's cooling system. These are not automotive myths. They are practical, structural, and mechanical truths that will restore your AC's efficiency, save you a massive amount of money on premature repairs, and keep your cabin freezing cold. Trick 1. Invest in high-rejection ceramic window tint. The fundamental enemy of your air conditioning is solar radiation. When your car sits in the sun, the glass acts like a magnifying greenhouse. High-quality, professional ceramic window tint is arguably the most effective passive cooling upgrade you can make. Standard dyed window film might look dark, but it does very little to stop infrared heat. Ceramic and nanocarbon metallic films, on the other hand, can reject up to 60% of total solar heat energy and block 99.9% of degrading UV rays. By preventing the heat from entering the cabin in the first place, your AC system does not have to work nearly as hard. Vehicles equipped with ceramic tint typically park 15 to 25 degrees cooler than non-tinted vehicles. This drastically reduces the cool-down phase when you start your engine, extending the life of your compressor and saving fuel. Pro tip: always verify your local visibility and tint percentage laws before installation to avoid fines, but invest in ceramic over-dyed film for maximum thermal rejection. Trick 2. Execute a professional system evacuation and recharge. There is a massive difference between plugging a cheap canister of refrigerant into your low-pressure port and having a certified specialist service your system. Over years of operation, micro-leaks can introduce ambient moisture and non-condensable gases into your closed AC loop. When moisture mixes with refrigerant and compressor oil, it creates a highly corrosive sludge that destroys expansion valves and damages internal compressor seals. A professional AC specialist will hook your car up to a specialized machine that completely evacuates the old refrigerant, pulls the system into a deep vacuum to boil off any trapped moisture, and measures for microscopic leaks. Once the system is confirmed completely sealed, they recharge it with the exact factory-specified weight of pure refrigerant and fresh lubricating oil. This deep systemic reset can boost cooling capacity by 30% to 50% in older vehicles. Trick 3. The absolute cold temperature strategy. One of the most misunderstood aspects of automotive climate control is the temperature dial. Setting your digital climate control or manual dial to a moderate temperature to save energy is actually counterproductive to the machine's mechanics. In a traditional automotive setup, the evaporator coil is designed to cool down to roughly 3 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. When you select a warmer temperature on your dashboard, the system does not tell the compressor to work less. Instead, it directs the perfectly chilled air through the heater core via a blend door to warm it back up before it hits your face. Set your temperature to the absolute lowest setting. If you get too cold, reduce the fan speed rather than increasing the temperature. Trick 4. Decontaminate the evaporator core. The evaporator is a small radiator hidden deep behind your dashboard, and it is the physical location where the cooling actually happens. However, because it operates at near freezing temperatures, it constantly heavily condensates water. Over time, dust, pollen, and airborne organic matter bypass your filters and stick to this wet metal matrix, creating a thick, insulating biofilm of mold and dirt. This grime acts exactly like a heavy winter coat, stopping the thermal transfer between the cold metal and the air blowing into your cabin. You can purchase an automotive evaporator foaming cleaner to dissolve this barrier. By injecting the foam directly into the evaporator housing, usually accessible through the cabin air filter slot or the AC drain tube under the car, the chemical expands, eats away the insulating slime, and flushes it out onto the ground. The result is pure, unobstructed heat exchange. Trick 5, the winter compressor workout. It sounds entirely counterintuitive to run your air conditioning during freezing winter months, but mechanical neglect is the #1 killer of AC seals. Your system is filled with high-pressure refrigerant suspended in specialized lubricating oil. The rubber O-rings, hoses, and mechanical seals within the compressor rely entirely on the circulation of this pressurized oil to remain supple, expanded, and leak-proof. If you leave your AC turned off from October to April, those rubber components dry out, shrink, and crack. When summer finally arrives and you demand cold air, the system has already lost half of its refrigerant pressure through those dried-out microscopic gaps. Run your AC for at least 10 minutes every single week, regardless of the season, to keep the internal components continuously lubricated. Trick 6. Unblock the windshield cowl inlet. Your car breathes from the outside through the plastic vented panel located directly beneath your windshield wipers, known as the cowl. Because of its location, it is a magnet for fallen leaves, pine needles, dirt, and organic debris. If this inlet is choked with wet leaves, your blower motor is essentially trying to pull air through a brick wall. This not only heavily restricts the volume of air entering the cabin, but also creates a damp breeding ground for foul-smelling bacteria. Clear this area manually on a regular basis. Pro tip: to eliminate gym sock odors, turn your AC to fresh air mode, put the fan on maximum, and spray an automotive-grade antimicrobial disinfectant directly into the exterior cowl vents. The blower will pull the sanitizer through the ductwork. Trick 7. Inspect and tension the Serpentine belt. Your AC compressor does not power itself. It is mechanically driven by the vehicle's engine by a heavy rubber loop known as the Serpentine belt. If this belt is worn, stretched, cracked, or glazed, it will physically slip on the compressor's steel pulley. When the belt slips, the compressor cannot achieve the necessary RPMs to pressurize the refrigerant gas into a liquid state, resulting in a severe drop in cooling performance. Furthermore, a failing belt will often emit a high-pitched squeal under acceleration. Inspect the rib side of your Serpentine belt for dry rot and missing chunks. Replacing a $50 belt in your driveway can entirely restore your AC's mechanical drive power and save you from a dangerous breakdown on the highway. Trick 8. Understand refrigerant dynamics, the closed loop. There is a persistent myth that vehicles simply consume Freon over time. This is mechanically false. Your vehicle's air conditioning is a hermetically sealed, closed-loop system. Refrigerant does not expire, evaporate, or get used up like gasoline. If your system is low on refrigerant, it means you have a physical leak somewhere in the plumbing. While DIY recharge cans from the auto parts store can temporarily restore cooling by replacing the lost volume, they are a Band-Aid solution. If you are 15% low on refrigerant, your efficiency can plummet by over 40%. It is highly recommended to use a UV dye injected into the system to locate the precise source of the leak, whether it is a condenser rock strike or a failed O-ring, and repair the hard parts before continuously spending money on temporary top-offs. Trick 9. The physics of air velocity fan speed optimization. Here is a lesson in thermodynamics that trips up most drivers. Blasting your fan at maximum speed does not yield the coldest possible air. When your blower motor is running at absolute maximum velocity, the air is rushing violently over the evaporator fins. Because the air moves so incredibly fast, it does not have adequate dwell time, the time required to sit against the freezing metal and transfer its heat. By initially using a high fan speed to flush the hot air, and then lowering the fan to a medium or low setting, you give the air more time to physically contact the cold evaporator. Trick 10. Pressure wash the condenser core. Walk to the front of your car and look through the lower grille. The large silver radiator-like grid you see is your AC condenser. Its sole job is to take the massive heat extracted from your cabin and radiate it out into the atmosphere. Unfortunately, because it sits at the absolute front of the vehicle, it absorbs the impact of every mosquito, moth, plastic bag, pebble, and cloud of dust you drive through. When the tiny aluminum fins become crushed or caked in deceased insects, the condenser cannot shed heat. If it cannot shed heat outward, it cannot absorb heat inward. Once the engine is entirely cool, Take a low-pressure garden hose and a soft bristled brush and gently wash the bug cemetery out of the condenser fins. Your system's operating pressure will stabilize immediately. Trick 11. Replace the neglected cabin air filter. Hidden behind your glove box or underneath your dashboard lies the cabin air filter. Most drivers are entirely unaware this component even exists until their air conditioning feels like someone lightly blowing through a straw. The cabin filter is designed to trap smog, pollen, and road dust before it enters your lungs. However, after 15,000 miles, it becomes a solid wall of compacted gray filth. A severely clogged cabin filter chokes the blower motor, restricting total airflow by up to 30% and putting immense electrical strain on the fan relay. Cost usually under $20. Time to fix, 5 to 10 minutes without tools. Benefit: instantly restores factory airflow volume and removes musty cabin odors. Trick 12. The thermal purge door pumping technique. When your car is parked in direct summer sunlight, the interior cabin temperature can easily spike to 70 degrees Celsius, 100 times 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If you start the engine and immediately turn on the AC, you are forcing a small mechanical compressor to fight against a lethal wall of trapped, superheated air. You must physically evacuate this thermal mass before the AC can do its job. Roll down the passenger side window entirely. Walk over to the driver's side door and rapidly open and close it 5 or 6 times. You are using the driver's door as a massive bellows pump. The high-pressure action physically forces the stagnant 70 degrees Celsius air out of the passenger window, replacing it with ambient outside air. In less than 15 seconds, you drop the cabin temperature by massive margins, giving your AC a crucial head start. Trick 13. Deploy high reflectivity sunshades. A windshield sunshade is arguably the highest return on investment tool you can buy for your vehicle's interior. The massive sloped windshield of a modern car is designed for aerodynamics, but it acts as a solar oven for your black plastic dashboard. The dashboard absorbs radiation, becoming a massive thermal battery that radiates heat for hours, even after the AC is running. By placing a reflective, aerospace-style mylar sunshade in the windshield while parked, you reflect the infrared radiation back into the sky before it ever touches your interior plastics. It prevents your dashboard from cracking, protects your steering wheel from burning your hands, and drastically lowers the baseline temperature your AC has to overcome. Trick 14. Master the recirculation protocol. The button on your dashboard displaying a U-turn arrow inside a car silhouette is the recirculation function, and mastering its exact timing is the key to freezing cabin temperatures. The wrong way. Pressing recirculation the second you enter a hot car. You are forcing the AC to suck in 70 degrees Celsius cabin air, cool it slightly, and spit it back out. The right way. Leave recirculation off for the first 3 minutes of your drive. Allow the AC to pull in 35 degrees Celsius outside air to flush the cabin. Once the ambient temperature inside matches the outside, press the recirculation button. Now the system stops pulling in hot outside air. It takes the 20 degrees Celsius cabin air, runs it through the evaporator to make it 10 degrees Celsius, then takes that 10 degrees Celsius air and cools it to 3 degrees Celsius. It builds a compounding loop of efficiency that reduces compressor strain and drastically cuts down cabin humidity. Trick 15. Optimize convective airflow dynamics. When humans are hot, our immediate instinct is to point every single air vent directly at our face and chest. While this feels good momentarily, it is terrible for the overall thermodynamics of the cabin. Basic physics dictates that hot air rises and cold air sinks. By pointing the AC vents downward or directly at your torso, you create a localized pocket of cold air at the bottom of the car, while the upper half of the cabin, where your head is, remains trapped in a layer of hot, stagnant air. Instead, angle your center dashboard vents to point as high up toward the roofline as possible and aim the side vents toward the glass windows. The freezing air will shoot along the roof, displace the hot air, and cascade downward over your body like a waterfall, making the cabin feel uniformly cold in a fraction of the time. Your vehicle's air conditioning is a marvel of thermodynamic engineering, but it requires strategy and proper maintenance to beat the summer heat. By utilizing these 15 structural and physical tricks, you can bypass unnecessary mechanic fees and maintain an ice-cold cabin all year long.